Welcome to this lesson on fluid pressure and force. In this video, we are going to explore a classic application of integration in physics, calculating the hydrostatic force on a vertical surface submerged in a fluid. This topic connects physical intuition about water pressure with the mathematical power of calculus. Let's start with the basics. Pressure is defined as force divided by area. When we are dealing with fluids like water at rest, a key principle is that pressure is not constant everywhere. It increases with depth. The deeper you go, the higher the pressure. The formula for hydrostatic pressure is ρ times g times h, where ρ is the fluid density, g is gravity, and h is the depth below the surface. If we place a flat plate horizontally in the water, every part of that plate is at the same depth. This makes the math easy. The pressure is constant across the entire surface, so we can just calculate force equals pressure times area. However, problems arise with vertical surfaces. On a vertical wall, the top is shallow, and the bottom is deep. The pressure changes continuously from top to bottom, so we cannot use a single pressure value for the whole area. To solve this, we use the strategy of calculus, slicing. We imagine cutting the vertical surface into infinitely thin horizontal strips. Why horizontal? Because along a thin horizontal strip, the depth is approximately constant. We define the height of this strip as y and its area, d, as the width times y. This small slice allows us to treat pressure as a constant value for that tiny area. Now let's focus on just one of these thin slices at a specific depth, why the pressure on this strip is ρ times g times the depth at that point. H of y, the area of the strip, is the width at that point, W of y, multiplied by the thickness dy. By multiplying this pressure by the area, we get the differential force, dF, acting on just that single slice. To find the total force on the entire surface, we sum up the forces on all these infinite slices. This summation is exactly what an integral does. The total force F is the integral of density times gravity, times the depth function h of y, times the width function w of y, integrated with respect to why the constants, density and gravity, can often be pulled outside the integral. Before we can compute anything, we must set up a coordinate system. This is a critical step. You can place your origin at the water surface with the positive y-axis pointing down, making the depth simply equal to y, or you can place the origin at the bottom pointing up. Both methods work, but they change how you write your depth function. H of y consistency is key. Let's apply this to a concrete example. Imagine a rectangular plate, 4 meters wide and 3 meters high, submerged vertically so that its top edge is exactly at the water surface. Our goal is to find the total force exerted by the water on one side of this plate. We will use the standard density of water for our calculation. First, we set up our variables. Let's place our origin at the surface, with y pointing downwards. This means our depth h of y is simply y. Since it is a rectangle, the width is constant at 4 meters. The plate extends from depth 0 to depth 3, so our limits of integration are 0 to 3. Putting it all together, we need to integrate the constant 9,800 for water's specific weight times y times 4. Now we perform the calculus. We pull the constants 9,804 out to the front. We are left integrating y dy from 0 to 3. The integral of y is 1/2 y squared. We evaluate this from 0 to 3. Plugging in the limits, we get 1/2 of 3 squared, which is 4.5. Multiplying all our numbers together, the total force comes out to 176,400 newtons. To wrap up, remember the process. Fluid pressure varies with depth, so you cannot simply multiply pressure by area for vertical surfaces. Instead, slice the area into horizontal strips, determine the pressure and area expressions for a generic strip in terms of y, and integrate over the surface's height. This method allows you to calculate the force on dams, windows, and gates of any shape.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.